One time, you could be having somebody come in that needs a set of fake eyeballs. I could be making a head explode. And all the things that everybody else is afraid to do.
Welcome to House of Horror. Everything and anything horror. Hello everybody, welcome to House of Horror. Today's guest is a man of many wonders. His name is Jerry Constantine and he is an effects artist who's worked on everything from film to television to music. And we are going to be taking a stab at touring his facility today. Cut. So just give me a baby nutshell of what we're about to look at.
Well, this is the effects lab where most of the stuff is made. All the prosthetics are fabricated, sculpted, molded, and cast up and get ready to be glued onto people.
Here we go.
We usually try to start off with a good-looking live cast, okay? And then we'll wind up doing a sculpture over top of it to what we want it to look like gruesomely. The thing that's cool is that it's so many steps that you don't really have time to get bored with one step. And if I feel like making an alien, then I'm gonna make an alien.
And that's what I'm doing today. Yes.
Just like if we feel like making some sort of stitched up zombie girl, guess what's gonna happen? It's gonna happen today. Ow, oh my God.
So Jerry, for any of our viewers that might not be familiar with your amazing work, can you describe your work?
Well,
Please.
that's one of the great things about doing special makeup effects and things related to that, because you really never know what you're doing day to day. So like one time, you could be having somebody come in that needs a set of fake eyeballs. I could be making a head explode. And all the things that, you know, everybody else is afraid to do.
Can you describe your creative process?
It starts off with yay, I got the job, then immediately goes into sheer panic, like, oh my God, do I even know what I'm doing?
SOS.
I know. No, I'd say that's it. The creative process, I guess, would be once you get the gig, then you really start digging into the problem. You know, it's like you start seeing like, how am I gonna piece this together? And then once you figure out how it goes together, you start thinking about what cool things can I add on to this?
What's the bloodiest project you've ever worked on?
There was one movie that we had to fill a bathtub full of blood.
Okay.
And then we had to make walls bleed.
Whoa.
And stuff come up from the floor.
It sounds like it.
Well, it was one of the, but the other one was, I also make fake like blood puddles.
Okay.
So like we had to cover this whole Victorian house in blood. So I made a bunch of these rubber puddles and threw them down.
That's cool.
So yeah, so it made it look like it was a bloodier film than what it was.
Are you ready for our Would You Rather questions?
I would rather, yes.
Thank you. Would you rather escape an insane asylum with Laurie Strode or Sarah Connor?
I will have to say Sarah Connor, mainly because I believe she has a twin sister who works at a hospital in Philadelphia, and I had seen her there, and she was very nice.
What the hell?
Yeah, so that, I know it sounds crazy, but I believe so I would say probably Sarah Connor.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, our second question. Would you rather have George Romero rise from the grave to direct one more movie or Alfred Hitchcock?
Well, it's a funny question because I was friends with George.
What?
Yeah.
Get out.
And the last time that I ran into him, I was being
jealous.
whisked away one way while he was being whisked away the other. And our last conversation was actually about Alfred Hitchcock. He was like a PA early in his career, and he was telling me about this on North by Northwest, Alfred Hitchcock movie. And I was like, well, didn't you get any pictures of you and Alfred Hitchcock? And nothing, like. And he was saying, no, he goes, we were just shooting the film and I didn't think to do anything like that. And then later on, George Romero passes away and I never got my pictures with him. And so, yeah. So I would say probably him because I knew him and I wanted to see him around.
That's a cool story.
Basically, the stuff starts off with a sculpture and then we make like a mold and
That's so cool.
You know,
Is that what you did to make these
that's how we
things?
did this. You kind of mix this stuff up and put it in here and then squash it, and then we get these like prosthetics.
Nice. It feels awfully real too, which is even creepier.
Yeah, well, we're gonna probably glue something like this on you, maybe.
Really?
Yeah?
Yay!
What do you think?
I love it.
We're gonna try to take off half of your face and replace it with like dead flesh, and we're gonna stitch it back together.
Oh my God, I'm beautiful. Beaut-evil. Jerry, this is like marvelous.
Ultimately, just one prosthetic that we just stapled onto your face. And
Literally.
that was how we got it to go. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And this is real blood, by the way.
Yeah, but it's gonna dry.
Well, thank you for letting us all come into your house and giving us a tour and doing this to me. It was so much fun, and thank you.
Well, I'd give you a hug, but I don't want to get any of that on me.
I want a hug. Give me a hug. Yes. Thank you, though, seriously, from the bottom of my little black heart.